Welcome to another episode of Hard Factor. It is Tuesday, March 2nd, 2021, episode number 636. I'm Will. We got Mark, Pat, and Wes, all the boys in the house today. And boys, Dr. Seuss is canceled officially. I saw that he was officially scrubbed off the federal reading list.
Whoa.
So,
why?
Dr. Seuss, no more Dr. Seuss. I don't know. I saw yesterday he was being canceled, and then all of a sudden he was taking off the Read Across America or some kind of bullshit, and it's done deal. Dr. Seuss is done.
You cannot read him on a train. You cannot read him on a plane. You cannot read him here or there. You cannot read him anywhere.
That's right. That's what the word on the street right now. So okay. I'm still gonna read his books to my baby. So
I didn't really see it, but we were just talking about him, and we said maybe Charlottesville should be repping him instead of TJ, and it turns out no.
Nope.
Bad advice.
Canceled. Yeah, they can't do it anymore.
Biden did that, didn't he?
What? Yeah, the Biden admin.
Yeah.
I refuse to. Okay, I'm just gonna pretend I didn't hear that. I'm in on Seuss.
I don't know the places you will go to the cancel bin.
Yes.
Yeah. We got more cancel culture later too.
Right. Oh, lots. The show is. That's just 2021. But in good news,
bust a nut on your butt.
Yeah. His heart grew 3 times that day.
The classic Seuss line. Nintendo Switch, guys, amazing. I've been playing it.
Yeah.
I think we're all. Pat, you want to get on this Nintendo Switch?
I don't know, bro. It seems like a kid system.
Come on, man.
Come on,
but
man.
You're about to have a kid.
Yeah,
that's the whole point.
I'm not. He's not playing fucking video games for at least 14 years. That's my television.
Okay. Well, look, man, we could all use a little lighthearted kid shit. It's rough.
Can I play with you guys?
Yes, of course. It's online.
Have to, play Kirby's Big Adventure. Or
no, Mario Kart 8, bro.
Yeah, sure. I'll play Kirby's Big Adventure with you, though.
I don't want to play Kirby's, but I'm in. If you said Mario Kart and I said I'm in.
Yeah.
Also, Mario Golf coming in June online.
Yes. The Switch is where it's at.
Yeah.
Way to go, Nintendo. You're back. Last thing though, we're not covering it in a story today, but Cuomo just continues to be in the deepest shit with his creepiness. Just details daily. I think Bubba was saying there's a third accuser now. There's that video of him demanding that little girl eats a whole sausage in front of his face. That's it's great. It's not great. It's terrible, but the details, people being emboldened to come out is hilarious. And Cuomo dealing with the fallout.
He asked her to eat the whole sausage in one bite in front of his daughter. He's like, "And here's my daughter."
Yeah. Well, then the Cuomo
now shove that kielbasa down your throat.
Right, and the Cuomo ladies are all defending. It is a complete cluster.
Yeah.
And then there's that video of him. I couldn't believe we got the exclusive on that video of him.
Oh,
that's
he was
right. Wearing a shirt with the nipples cut out of it. And he was just casually just kind of taking his jacket off or revealing his pierced nipples and then closing his jacket. That was crazy.
It was so crazy.
He didn't think anyone was filming him, but he was wrong.
Thick boobs.
It was so real, right? Yeah. Pat, I see you're wearing a suit today. Do you have anything special to show us?
Oh,
okay.
my God.
Okay. you recreated the Cuomo?
Oh, yeah. It was a total recreation. I recreated it.
That's a reenactment, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
His suit look familiar?
Your nipples look very similar to Cuomo's.
Yeah, they do.
All right, you guys want to get into it?
No, for real, did the paperclip nipple rings hurt, or was that?
I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, it hurt me when I did it. I'll tell you that.
Speaking of Cuomo, let's talk about a subject near and dear to him, COVID. I have a lightning round of COVID updates for you. First up, COVID is done. It's over. End of lightning round.
Oh, really?
Sweet. Claps all around.
That'd
no,
be
I
nice.
wish. I'm just kidding. First up is bad news. The CDC is saying that the UK variant of COVID, B117, that is highly contagious and currently is responsible for over 2,000 cases in the U.S., is going to become the dominant strain of COVID in the U.S. this month. It's the month of B117.
At least it's got a cute name. It's like BB-8 from Star Wars. So now if I get it, I'm kind of hoping I get this one.
It's like a robot from Star Wars for sure.
Yeah.
It's like a star.
Yeah, it's like a star. We've been seeing decreases in cases and deaths for several weeks, which is good. And even states like New York are opening up movie theaters, and a lot of states are relaxing restrictions on indoor dining and such. But the CDC and Dr. Fauci are concerned that we are headed for a negative rebound. So they're like, not so fast. The experts are still saying a large portion of people getting vaccinated is what's going to get us out of this. And for people like me who don't want to take the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, which has now magically jumped up from 66% to 72% effective, telling people
because everybody's like worried about it. Yeah,
well, 66 sounded horrible.
Backtracking. They're backtracking.
It also sounds similar to the efficacy wars of the Moderna AstraZeneca. Remember, it was like
91, but it jumped to 95.
Did you say 91? Because we're 92. It's so weird. We're 92.
But AstraZeneca was always shitty.
Low.
Or whatever.
It's like 70,
It was Moderna and Pfizer that had the battle.
Pfizer
One was like 90. One's like 89 or 90. One was 95. They're like, we're 95 too. Look, fine. I'll take it. 72%. I'll shut up. I'll take whatever vaccine's available in the city or state I'm in. So whatever. It's very effective against severe cases of COVID, apparently. And it was tested even against the B1351, which you don't want. That's the South African variant or current big bad of COVID variants. And J&J is delivering 4 million doses this week. So fine. I don't give a shit. Give me a fucking vaccine, any vaccine, so I can mentally feel good about getting on planes again and getting drunk in public again.
4 million is a drop in the bucket. That's
just this week.
Yeah,
and right. It's a one-doser, so that's like actually 4 million people as opposed to 4 million doses of Moderna is 2 million.
Right. So how much are we at right now? Because we're still only like under. What percent of the country is inoculated?
I don't know. We'll have to do that on a different show. I got 3 more COVID stories. Speaking of traveling in planes, lines or queues, as they call them in Europe, are up to 7 hours long at London's Heathrow International Airport at the Border Patrol parts. So you land, if you're not flying domestically in England, and you wait 7 hours at Heathrow.
It's fun.
That's customs. Fun. Yeah, Lucy Moraton, or Lucy Moron, General Secretary of ISU, the Union for Borders and Immigration. By the way, if you want more on unions, check out patreon.com/hardfactor, the Hive Hour this week. We go into unions hard. Anyways, the Union for Borders and Immigration over there said the queues were caused by COVID restrictions imposed by Border Force, which is a part of the Home Office. And yeah, I guess what they're saying is they're because of the COVID restrictions on workers there, they're putting them in teams of 10 people bubbles that can only work in their own teams. They can't cross work with people to keep them from getting sick or whatever. And so that means that only 10 people at a time are working, but sometimes, 100 flights come in an hour and there's not that many people to stamp your fucking passport. So, staff. So Moron said staff are very upset about the measure. They have been receiving verbal abuse at the queues as they get longer. And I bet.
So can you imagine standing in line for 7 hours during COVID with all
after
these people like
landed.
mask breathing right in the same like facility? That's got to be a spreader for the people flying, right?
It is.
You're all standing in that fucking room for 7 hours.
It is. They said there's little to no social distancing because there's no one to enforce it. So like there's like the
talk
people,
about COVID.
There's moms feeding babies on the floor, breastfeeding, and also it's just a mess. They said. Next up, a couple of fun ones. The Japanese government has asked China to stop imposing anal swab tests for COVID-19 on Japanese citizens. So
everybody's now that the U.S. has asked for it, now everybody's like, okay, we don't want to get butt swabbed either.
Yep.
Well, yeah, the U.S. came out first. The State Department, that's a hell of a press release to give as a State Department official. You're really questioning your gig when you're doing that. But who is
swabbing
this
our
joker?
butts?
Who is this joker? It's someone inside the Chinese government that just loves it.
I think it's just a method of control. We got some more Chinese propaganda to talk about a little bit later.
I would jump on that train hard too.
Yeah,
you
please
jump
stop.
on that swab too.
No, stop it.
Stop it. Chief Cabinet Secretary Katsunobu Kato said, maybe swab me, but not my people. Katsunobu Kato said the practice has not been confirmed to be effective anywhere else in the world. Some Japanese reported to our embassy in China that they received anal swab tests, which has caused a great psychological pain. And I think we have a picture of a Japanese man right after he was anally swabbed. And you can see it's very traumatizing. You can see youtube.com.
They made it into a reality show or into a contest. That's what they do in Japan.
This is gonna just China's best, America's what is China's funniest home videos is gonna destroy this year. They must have an awesome prank show over there.
No,
imagine if they have
content.
everybody on video.
Years of anal swab contents. China claims that anal swabs are more accurate than nose or mouth swabs, but maybe just knock it off with the anal swabs, China.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
They're like an old mom that thinks that the temperature should be taken in the ass.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, they're just they're professional fuck with you-ers.
Yeah.
Like we'll get to it later, but yeah,
if we all loved getting swabbed in the ass, they would put it in our mouths. Lastly, Liam Thorpe, a 32-year-old political editor in Liverpool, England, got a frantic call from his general practitioner saying he was eligible for the COVID vaccine due to his weight. Thorpe, who has no underlying conditions, was a bit confused. He said, "I've put on a few pounds in lockdown, but I was surprised to have made it to clinically morbidly obese. It really made me rethink what I was going to do for pancake night." And you heard it there, pancake, not waffle night. After a day of research, the GP called him back and said, "You're not 6.2 centimeters tall, are you?" And here's a picture of Thorpe riding an ant that we have. No, he's not 6.2 centimeters tall. That's from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Turns out the doctors listed him as 6.2 centimeters instead of 6'2" inches. So they had him listed at a BMI of 28,000. Which
They're
is
like, get in here.
high.
We got to take a look at you.
Yeah, they're like, holy shit, this guy needs a vaccine shot.
Imagine being that
him in
short, but that heavy. You'd be like, you'd probably be hard to deal with. Imagine, like, you could be a running back. You could be a running back in the NFL. Nobody would be able to tackle you. You're
6 centimeters.
So, yeah, you're like a couple inches tall, but you're so heavy. Like no one could tackle you.
Yeah, like
How would they even rule you down?
You would be wider than the field. You'd confuse people. Anyway, speaking of inches. Yeah, speaking of inches, you already know. This episode's sponsored by Blue Chew. Say it with us. Blue Chew. Blue Chew is making waves and bringing more confidence to the bedroom by offering chewable tablets that can help men get stronger and longer-lasting erections. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in chewable form and at a fraction of the cost. Blue Chew's tablets help men achieve harder, stronger erections to combat all forms of erectile dysfunction. Blue Chew is an online prescription service, so no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy, and it ships right to your door in a discreet package. Blue Chew's licensed medical providers work with you to find the right ingredient and strength for your prescription. So if you could benefit from extra confidence when it's time to perform, visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we have a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code HARDFACTOR. That's one word at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's BlueChew.com. Promo code HARDFACTOR to receive your first month free. Thank you for sponsoring the podcast, Blue Chew.
Love you guys. Hey, add another thing to the list of shit that's rigged.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys
The
ready?
list is so long.
Do we have to?
Yeah, no, sorry, you have to.
Okay.
First, it was college admissions. Then it was the U.S. financial system. Now it's shoes, guys. Shoes, the shoe business. The flipping game is rigged. And I'll tell you why, because Ann Hebert, a 25-year-old employee of Nike and a top executive, has resigned.
Is it Hebert or Hebert?
There's no accent. It's Hebert or Herbert. Hebert. It's Hebert. I'm going Hebert. Ann Hebert.
Sherbert? If it was an S in front of you, Sherbert?
It would be Sherbert. Yes.
Right. Okay.
Or Shebert.
Mm-hmm.
It's confusing.
What
Ann
did Ann do?
Hebert, a 25-year-old employee of Nike and a top executive, has resigned because her 19-year-old shithead college dropout son, who's a major sneaker flipper, thought it wise to talk to Bloomberg for a profile on his sneaker business and mentioned that he uses his mom's corporate Nike American Express card to buy his kicks that he obviously gets access to before anyone else does, because his mom is the North American general manager of fucking Nike, and he resells them for hundreds of thousands of dollars each month.
What?
What an idiot.
So he
Why
just
would he
exposed
admit that?
What
a
a
money-making
buffoon.
scam his family's been doing for years.
Well, it's really him. I want you guys to meet West
Okay.
Coast Joe and his company, West Coast Streetwear.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God, this moron.
Yeah, that's right. He's
an
just
idiot. He thought it was a legit business.
Oh, I mean, it was legit.
Yeah,
he
it
was
was.
fucking crushing it, but really it was his mom's
Well,
business.
I mean, it's not. I'm sure if Nike knew, it's not a legit biz.
Is he wearing the original Dream Team shirt?
I don't know what the fuck he's wearing, but they know now, guys.
Yeah, right. I mean, Phil Knight's he's got to be pissed.
Mom's out. Mom
Yeah.
is out.
All he needed was one middleman. All he needed was one
Yep.
middleman.
This is so stupid. He had a perfect setup. But he didn't
Problem
blew it.
is, Wes, you can't have a middleman when you need, I don't know, 6 figures of credit to run your sweat equity business that your mom owns, but you pretend you own in a fucking profile to Bloomberg because you got a fucking ego on you and you got to tell them everything and mention a credit card that you're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on. It happens to be a corporate American Express card that belongs to fucking Nike, you dumbass piece of shit.
Wait, so they're funding her LLC that she made for him with her corporate credit card.
It's that plus one level worse, Will. And yeah, so at just 19, guys, West Coast Joe he claimed an entire coast. First of all, a little bit presumptuous, if you ask me, for his nickname. And he bragged about a sneaker hustling empire that really amounted to permission to use his mom's Amex. Yeah. And most importantly, the other element of this scheme, her access to rare shoes before they hit the marketplace. So for those of you guys who don't know, the sneaker market's fucking insane right now. It's absolutely nuts. And it's also apparently rigged. So here's how it works, more or less. So major shoe retailers, they make tons of limited edition sneakers, like more than you could shake a stick out, and they dole them out to retailers at a somewhat reasonable wholesale price, which are then gobbed up by resellers. Those are the kids you see in line outside of sneaker stores, who then flip them on the especially the super rare ones, for insane prices on the aftermarket on stores like StockX for anywhere from like $150 to tens of thousands.
It sounds like drug dealing.
And it's mainly the good shoes are going to people that are in cahoots with the company, with Nike.
Well, no, for the most part, it's a golden ticket situation. So it's like Nike will announce we're going to roll out this exclusive sneaker, and that's why you see kids in lines, because
you don't need to wait in line if your mom works in Nike.
100% you don't need to wait in line,
and you have access direct to factories and the company card.
Douchebag kid ruined it for all the employees at Nike to buy gifts for people.
100%, absolutely done, guys.
And well, he's gonna. These effects are gonna be felt. Like this is gonna fuck up the whole thing.
That's what I'm saying. Now, like a regular employee that used to be able to buy like 2 pairs of sneakers a year for like their loved ones probably won't be able to do that anymore. Nike's gonna crack down on this now.
People are fucking pissed. I'll give you an idea.
Well, when your top lady is doing this, I mean,
right. So here's how kind of people knew that maybe something was up. So
they need an in at the sweatshops is what they need.
Well, back in 2020, right, West Coast Joe randomly found 6 pairs of 2011 Nike Mags, and those are the self-lacing shoes from Back to the Future, right?
Oh.
So these are dead stock. So these are 9-year-old shoes, 6 pairs of them that go for $12K a piece, and he just happened upon them randomly in a storage unit. Complex wrote an article about it. He was like, this is just crazy. I can't believe we found these dead stock Nike $12,000 super rare fucking sneakers. Well, that's super bizarre. They're buttes, by the way.
They are cool looking.
Yeah, but Joe just he's fucking 19. He just had to tell Bloomberg all about it, mention his fucking credit card. And guys,
why would his mom let him do this interview? That was dumb on her part.
Okay, so I guess his mom. We'll get into it. So he insisted that he never used her discounts. Bullshit. And also that this is where Joe doesn't understand shit. He tells the journalist, by the way, you can't mention my mom anywhere in the article. And at which point he cut off all communication with the writer of Bloomberg.
Yeah.
A rep at Nike told Bloomberg that his mom did disclose her son's business to Nike back in 2018 when West Coast Joe was 16. So yeah, I know things got fucking out of hand.
Nike, I gotta let you know about my son, West Coast Joe.
Yeah, West Coast Joe. So he's claiming the whole coast, huh? He's got
so
the whole coast
Nike's made to
West
just look like a bunch of idiots who have no idea what's going on right under their noses.
Dude, basically. More importantly, this fucking little punk ass bitch
kid and
he's
a punk
with an unlimited credit card and a mom at Nike is purporting that he's like the fucking God's gift to sneakers.
Right, but his mom was so high up. That's what allowed this to happen. Yeah, exactly. He was
God's gift to sneakers.
Yeah, but he didn't build it. It's not
he was in
it was his mom's company.
He used his resources.
Yeah. Nike allowed him to get in the position.
He did what he had to do.
The card said Nike.
West Coast Joe's the type of kid. He's like, I got a 9-inch dick.
100%.
That's West Coast Joe.
Yeah, but it's his dad's dick, guys. Hebert or Herbert did not immediately respond to a request for comment on LinkedIn, which she will most likely be updating from VP of Nike North America to Joe's mom.
West Coast
Joe's mom.
Yeah.
Oh, what a little shit.
People are pissed at this kid, man.
Yeah, well, for good reason. The kid sounds like he's the worst.
Oh, yes. We're going back.
We're going back to the Space Mountain corner. This time for a space hotel. Bubba, can you just pop the picture up so they can see what the space hotel is? Because it's hard to explain. Experts from the Orbital Assembly Corporation plan to build the inner spring of this. It's like a satellite hotel that's going to be floating in Earth's orbit. And it's like a ring of rooms around an inner wheel. And they're going to start building it in orbit in 2025 with the goal of finishing it and hosting guests by 2027.
Isn't this what we were predicting, or I was saying they should do like a month or so ago? Saying they could like build space stations you could go visit.
Well, yeah, I think it's like I think Blue Origin, like Bezos's company, is all about like there's different Galactic, Virgin Galactic, I think.
Let me ask you a question, Will. When this thing gets up and running, which hotel are more people going to die in? This one or Motel 6?
You'd think Motel 6 for sure.
Yeah.
Well,
the rooms are going to be so expensive because of the views at this place.
Only 400 guests, and if you're talking about Motel 6 nationwide, that's a lot of rooms. That's a lot of crimes that could go down.
400 random Motel 6 rooms picked at random, okay? Or this place.
This place for sure.
100%. Yeah.
I mean, if you're going room for room,
this
place is going to be.
They're not letting you in there without a will.
It's going to explode.
Yeah, exactly. So they're building that inner ring. The inner spokes are being built by robots starting in 2025. And then the individual pods, which are the rooms and shit, is going to be launched to attached on the outer edges of the ring once they're done building it. And so robots build the ring in space, and then they launch the rooms and shit to like join it later. I guess the robots attached are all together. The pods are going to include hotel rooms, cinemas, bars, health spa,
hell yeah,
and restaurants. It could be sold or rented to NASA or other government employees. Together, they could accommodate 400 guests at a time, like we said. And the view is fucking incredible. It would rotate around the globe once every 90 minutes.
Will, really? The view's incredible at the Space Hotel?
Yeah.
They had to put that in the brochure?
No, I'm saying that. That's me. That's my personal touch.
What about banging in space looking out the window of your hotel?
Yeah, exactly. No, but Bubba, can you pull that picture back up so they could see the dunking room, the gym? The gym, I guess, is going to be low gravity, or they'll have a way to put. You see these kids dunking on this huge rim.
That's
there's a trampoline down there. Never mind. I thought
a bunch of West Coast Joes in there claiming that they actually dunk.
Yeah, it's definitely a bunch of West Coast Joes in there. He's selling his shoes.
Yeah, but if they have a low gravity room, that'd be bad.
I dunked on you, punk.
Yeah, because I dunked, because I got ups. Hey, no, but for real, there's going to be a ton of murders in this place. There's going to be
for sure.
So many murders in this place.
There's going to be lots of people who
murders
think
or deaths.
No, both. Both old people are going to die from just
couples.
Space.
I think couples might kill each other.
And then also people are going to go psycho up there, like the Overlook Hotel.
Yeah, because like you got to go out to space, and then you got to go whoever you're going with. You're gonna have to deal with them in space, and it's probably very stressful. I'd imagine the cold vacuum of space. So far, there have been no details about how much it'll cost to build or stay at the space hotel, but it's going to be expensive.
$25,000 a night minimum.
Right?
Oh, easy.
It's a serial killer's wet dream.
Would you guys go?
200,000 to get up there.
Right. Absolutely, I want to go to this thing.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I would stay at the space hotel. Yeah. Probably not the first year, but definitely.
No fucking way. The urge to kill in space is so it's so
based
immense.
On what? The movies?
Dude, just think about it. You go
Event
to
Horizon
space,
is pretty scary.
You banged, you got drunk, you dunked. What's left?
Well, you only go up there for like 2 nights.
But it takes you like fucking 6 nights to get there, probably.
No, dude. It's have you seen how quick it is?
Space.
It's in low orbit. It's like it's quick. It would be like
it takes you a day.
If that.
Yeah.
If that. It's like
quick
a couple.
Commute.
Yeah, quick commute.
It's a 72-hour.
And you're whipping around the globe every 90 minutes.
You only need 1 or 2 nights at that place.
It would be incredible.
Yeah.
I'm definitely in on the space hotel.
Mark my words.
But I mean, I agree.
That is cool. Crazy. That is cool.
Yeah.
Oh, finally, space delivers.
We'll
something.
We'll need to bounce back.
Deliver something good. Wes tried to bait me with this secret message inside the Perseverance. To report on. It's from Teddy Roosevelt, which is cool. But
the quote,
Next time.
That's
All right, awesome. All right, guys, and it's been long enough. I'm gonna break out the metal detector this week. So before week's end, you will hear the tale of my first experience. Mark, you're welcome to join the little man and I on this quest. But for now, we're going back to the treasure chest, treasure corner, whatever. And this one comes from Charles, and it's a little different. And frankly, it changes everything. You see, guys, when most detectorists like me go to bed at night, we dream of unearthing a Viking hoard under the sands of a deserted Caribbean island, or finding a king's crown in the green hills of Scotland. But the definition of treasure, according to Webster's, is this: wealth, such as money, jewels, or precious metals, stored up or hoarded, or wealth of any kind in any form. And I want you to pay attention to that second one right there. Wealth of any kind in any form. You see, it can come like one Thai lady. Her treasure came in the form of something called ambergris. You guys know what ambergris is?
No. Is it a rock?
It's nature's gold. You can see it behind me on my screen.
Well, isn't gold nature's gold?
Yeah.
No,
That's
that's
some
just
multi-level
gold.
marketing stuff.
This is extra nature's gold. Okay,
Looks
we're
like
just gonna go with
Looks
it.
like a pie.
Yeah, you just to appreciate, you just got to go to a convention.
big potato.
Yeah,
3 day.
It looks like a
giant
big
potato.
potato. You're right. It looks like a big potato. So what it is it's whale excrement. What happens is whales, mainly sperm whales, they produce this shit through a process called accretion. So whales eat a bunch of like squid, and they have the beaks on them, and they can't digest it, right? So the whale's stomach, the bile ducts, they secrete this shit so that these beaks and stuff that they can't digest can pass through easily and not fuck with the whales. So it gets like all together like a fucking fur ball in a cat, right?
Gross.
The whale then vomits this shit. It solidifies, floats on the surface of the ocean, and it's worth like almost its weight in gold. It's like $15,000 to $20,000 a pound for this shit.
Wow.
Who's
Yeah.
buying this? Why?
What's it for?
Okay, so what it is there's this odorless alcohol called amberin, and once you like remove that from the globule other bullshit, high profile perfume companies use that to make the smell last longer and linger after the perfume evaporates. So once
So
the perfume
people are spraying whale throw up and shit on themselves.
correct.
Nice.
Correct.
But I
Yes.
mean, it makes the smell linger. So
It makes the smell linger, and it's like it's worth a lot of money.
Amberin.
Amber, yes, ambergris.
perfume people are loaded.
Ambergris.
That's an industry that's got money for sure.
Yeah. So this Thai woman, Bubba, if you pull the pic again, she found this 15-pound piece of ambergris on a beach in Thailand, and you can see her husband back there. He's grabbing his cock because he's got the biggest
Yeah.
piece of ambergris in the village.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Upgrade.
he's like West Coast Joe, acting like it's his ambergris, but it's
Yeah.
his.
Right. Right.
All of a sudden, his dick grew.
That patio is a lot nicer now today.
See all that
I sold
shit
the
ambergris I found?
He's getting a new scooter. So now she's got to wait for the people to make sure that this is actual real ambergris. And once she does, she said she's going to help her village out. She's going to have to kill that guy who's grabbing his crotch because he's going to fucking try to steal it from her, obviously.
That guy's definitely trying to get a bigger piece of the pie.
Yeah, he's staying close, grabbing his cock.
If that's what he's doing for the photo shoot,
Yeah.
yeah,
But it's
there might be
crazy
some
though.
Problems.
Back in 2016, 3 Omani fishermen found this giant piece of ambergris. It's 176 pounds, and they got $3 million for it. So
Whoa,
this
that's the
stuff
thing
is
sitting in front of him. That's a
Yeah.
whole piece.
that's a whole piece of
Holy
ambergris.
shit.
How
Yeah.
can you tell if it's ambergris versus just water trash?
Well, it's like a rock though, right?
Yeah, it looks like a rock. It looks a little different. This one is like really hardened behind me, but that one looks like it's like I guess it just came out of the ocean.
Where
but it
can
hardens.
we go to find it?
It washes up on beaches.
Beaches, yeah.
You
What
got to
kind of
find where
metal
sperm
detectors
whales
do you use?
live. Wherever sperm whales. Yeah,
whales.
yeah. Mhm.
But no metal detectors because it's not metal.
No, that's why this
Organic
changes everything.
material.
You're gonna need a loose lady, a sperm detector.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Sperm
Pay
detector.
One that can really sniff it
She can
out.
smell the ambergris.
This reminds me of that book, The Pearl. Like if you find some ambergris, there's a good chance you're gonna get fucking murdered by your neighbor, right? You don't tell
Yeah.
anyone about that shit.
Right. I don't know why she's doing that. She said she's going to help the community. I guess she's really liked in the community.
Well, but if you're in the news though, then you're probably okay because then like papers have covered you and stuff, and like there's gonna be like people are gonna. It's too hot. It's too hot to come at you.
Exactly.
Kind of.
I mean, unless you're like a big time ambergris shark and you're used to killing people for this stuff,
Yeah.
and you're ready for the consequences.
I mean, I don't know how hard it would be to rob this lady of her ambergris and go to the other town, the neighboring town. Like,
Well, I think Cock
Yeah, but
Driver
you
has
get-
it already, but
Yeah. Oh, good. She handed it over.
Okay.
No, I think he stole it already.
Oh, the cock guy. Oh, yeah.
cock
I mean,
guy's
that'd
got
be a cool movie where she like finds the ambergris, but she has to get to the ambergris marketplace, and
Yeah.
everyone knows.
Yeah.
like Romancing the Stone or whatever. Was it
True Romance? What
Something
are
like
you
that.
That's like a lot of
Michael
that's a great-
Douglas.
It's just a great action movie theme. Is like when you got to deliver something to a location, but there's so many people chasing you.
Oh no,
You
French
gotta-
Kiss is what I'm thinking of.
You got to throw in a counterfeiter of ambergris in there as well, obviously, in that movie. To, you know, like it's
Somebody trying to swap it out with you. They keep giving you the shitty ambergris,
but you end up
and
with a good one.
Yeah,
And they think
you
that
get
they
it
think
back.
at the end they have the but they're back with their counterfeit. Yeah.
This could
Yeah.
be this. We should sell this script.
Yeah.
Bubba, I need you to delete this part of the podcast.
Yeah, so pretty cool. So, something else to look for on the beaches next time you're walking around. And hey,
Could be
guys,
called the whale that threw up sperm. Or
yeah,
the whale or poop.
Like
The
that,
blockbuster
ambergris.
hit.
Nature's gold.
We're reworking the title.
Yeah, we'll work on. But hey, guys, let's talk about stereo for a second. We love stereo. We love it so much. We do 2 shows a week just for you, Wednesday and Friday around 5 p.m. Eastern. It's fun. It's loose. It's the closest thing to live radio you can get because you, the listener, drives the show by asking us questions in real time. Give your opinion, comments. We'll play it live, and who knows where that will take us. So do yourself a favor. Go to stereo.com/hardfactormark, stereo.com/hardfactorwill, stereo.com/hardfactorwest, and stereo.com/Pat Cassidy. Use any one of those links to download the app and then follow us, and you'll be notified each time we go live. On Fridays, we do a little like a happy hour thing, get you ready for the weekend. Lots of fun. And again, you guys can drive the show. Send us messages, talk shit to us, whatever you want to do, really. So be sure to check it out.
I got this new smoke top set up for smoking whiskey and 4 different flavored wood chips. Probably gonna break that out for the Friday
hell
stereo
yeah.
show.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, they're all fun. The stereo
Somebody
is
loves
awesome.
you.
That's right.
Well, I paid for most of it.
Oh, yeah.
A buddy did send
Yourself,
me the
that's good.
A buddy did.
Self-love.
Well, a buddy did send me the smoke top. Shout out Robert. He sent me the smoke top
Buddies
because
and
he
yourself.
got me
Look at
into
that.
it. But then I didn't realize there were 7 accessories that came with it. I thought I was I'm in. I got the smoke
It's
top.
one of those things.
Then
Yeah,
I
you
had to
gotta
buy
get
the ice cube tray. I had to buy the
extra
different
pieces.
wood chips. I had to buy the butane. I had to buy the butane lighter. I had to buy the right glasses. So, but now I'm all
Like
set up.
Pogs, almost exactly.
Yeah,
Right, Pogs or a Nintendo Switch. Make sure you buy a big SD card.
Magic the Gathering.
By the way, thank you, Charles, for sending the whale excrement story.
Thank you. All right, moving on. I see President Biden is going to sanction Russia for Navalny, not going to sanction the Saudis for the Khashoggi murder after declaring it was a murder by MBS. Former Obama CIA director, notorious liar, and lover of drone strikes, John Brennan, is claiming he's embarrassed to be a white male. And those aren't even the craziest things happening in U.S. foreign intelligence this week. China is going to release a formal report about the U.S. violating human rights. Since we have asked them to stop their ethnic cleansing and other quote unquote culturally different programs in recent months. I guess this is the response.
Those ass swabbing sons of bitches.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
They're going to show us how hypocritical we are.
Yep. Professional button pushers for sure.
Oh man, they're trolling hard.
This is a huge troll. The news of the report comes from.
It is a Trump move. They're Trump kind of redefined the entire playbook.
You know what? And maybe you're right, Pat, that they are taking it from Trump. You know what they're calling them is like wolf diplomats, the wolf politics. There's some kind of like mindset that these Chinese diplomats, like they call them wolf something, right? Well, you covered it before, right, Mark? Wolf. I don't know. Anyway,
I just mean you call the person the thing that you are. You call them what you are, and then
point the finger.
Right.
It's number 2 economy pointing the finger at number 1 economy when we're
They're wolfing us.
They're whatever. They have this
wolfing us
thing.
hard.
Right. They have this
real
whole,
West Coast Joe situation.
It is a very West Coast Joe situation. They have this whole ethos, and it's like, driven by the CCP about like being aggressive. It's like the guys who talk shit to American diplomats on Twitter. Anyways, it's like a new thing coming out of China.
Something about that guy I don't like about myself. It's one of those deals.
Yeah, it's a real putting a mirror up, but we'll get into that. It doesn't really work because I don't think so in this situation. The news of the report comes from CGTN, which is one of 6 U.S. news propaganda companies owned by China in the U.S. They announced it on Monday that China will be formally releasing a report on U.S. human rights violations, including The Chinese report alleges that in 2020, America mishandled the COVID pandemic, but they created it. Thanks a lot, dickheads. They also say that we had a record-breaking year for corporate investment into politics with the Biden fundraising and the Trump fundraising, pointing to a likely corrupt system is what China's alleging.
Give them that one. Give them that one.
They're saying we continue to struggle with racism, inequality, income inequality, guns, police brutality, and violence.
But they don't even let black people in McDonald's. Okay, we'll give them that too.
Correct. Yeah, and basically it's their way of deflecting. That they're ethnically cleansing Muslims in the ultimate act of brutality that is definitely a step above police brutality in America, totalitarian style locking down on Hong Kong, and clearly planning to invade Taiwan. So they don't mention any of that shit, but they're like, look at what the bad shit you do.
Right.
Don't point the finger at us. It's just like
wolfing us.
Yeah, it's a two wrongs make a right argument from the world's second biggest economy, pointing the finger at the world's first biggest economy, and we'll see how it plays out. We'll see if Biden admin responds. Maybe they'll say something direct towards China, make a gesture towards Myanmar to send a message. I'm not sure. Maybe they'll do nothing, get run over by G like a Mack truck. We'll see. Don't know, but yeah, this is a crazy report. You guys gonna read it? You're gonna read the 15,000 Chinese characters?
100. Yeah. Well,
no, but China's gonna be big news in the next 4 years, so they'll be back, and they'll be back wolfing us on Hard Factor next week, or if not this week.
It's not the last we're gonna hear from them. And foreign affairs can be a real headache sometimes. That's why when the stress of a long day reading about politicians being terrible or looking after the baby gets too much for me, I just reached for a trusty 20 milligram packet of Caliper CBD powder, drop it in my drink, any drink, because it's completely tasteless, and just chill out. After I have one of these, my wife literally asks me, how did you get so chill? And the answer is always Caliper CBD. Caliper is a high-quality CBD product that works and absorbs fast, 450% more efficient than tinctures. Caliper CBD comes in affordable 30 and 60 count packets. Caliper is completely THC free, all the goodness of CBD with no high, all natural, non-GMO ingredients, no fillers, added chemicals, or artificial flavors. Really high quality stuff. They've been with us at Hard Factor for a long time. We love using the product. It really works. Get 20% off your first order when you use promo code FACTOR at trycaliper.com/factor. You can try Caliper CBD risk-free for 30 days. If you don't love it, they'll give you a full refund. That's trycaliper.com/factor. Don't forget promo code FACTOR for 20% off your first order.
Nice. All right, last one of the day. This one is close to home, right here in Austin. The spot of blue and the sea of red, as they say. Live music capital of the world. Keeping it weird. Don't mess with us, or you can come and take it hard because we're bigger and all that jazz, right?
You don't like the weather? Wait a while.
Right, yeah, exactly. Yep.
That's the first page of the Austin Constitution.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
And also, they'll give you a day if you fart weird. You want a day in Austin? We'll get you a day in Austin. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry, Joe asshole has whatever day that no one fucking cares about.
Oh, I got you.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
And an event, a day, or then there's always
some type of farmer's market,
some
Eeyore's
sort of marathon,
birthday,
or like something going on that shuts down all the roads. Yeah.
You want a farmer's market in your name? They'll get you a farmer's market.
We'll get you
festival.
that.
Hell yeah. And with the snowstorms making some Texans question their manhood and decision to buy a two-wheel drive truck, Texas is a hornet's nest right now, which is why cancel culture's attempt to fuck with Texas is not going over so well. Remember how Aunt Jemima was canceled because her character was based on a character from minstrel shows back in the day where white people dressed up in blackface? Well, turns out the Texas University fight song was also performed at those shows on campus back in the day. So guess what?
You don't say.
Yeah, so guess what? It's racist as can be and has to go.
Well, okay. No. We were talking about this on the Hard Factor text thread the other day. Do people realize the Democratic Party was the Confederacy? Like how like okay, and every single Southern university existed when slavery.
Well, it doesn't matter who was what 100 years ago.
No, but Mark,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter though.
If you can't cancel them, how come you can cancel everything?
You can cancel anything.
Confederacy's canceled.
You need to literally move with the times. That's how. Maybe they're moving too fast and cancel culture's out of control. But it doesn't fucking matter who was the what 100 years ago. Well, but what are you thinking now? What are you doing now to help the situation?
Cancel out the fact that shit happened.
You don't need to fucking glorify it though. 100 years later if it's racist. You don't need to continue to glorify it just because it happened in the past. You can,
if
you
your
can
dad
make
French
changes.
kiss you, that doesn't mean you need to French kiss your son.
You can totally change things. You don't have to have
So
statues.
the Aunt Jemima bottle is glorifying racism, and so
I
is,
don't know. I'm not
Southern universities existing.
I think that sorority parties and fraternity parties at like Deep South, like antebellum parties, that needs to go. That's racist. It's glorifying slavery. Yeah. So like, if anything glorifying slavery, I would say needs to go.
Well, so does
whether this song
glorifying. Is or not, so if then we should get rid of the Washington Monument, the Jefferson Monument.
I don't know, Will. I mean, just case by case. This song, I haven't done enough research into it, but I don't have a fucking problem if a song that's 100 years old that was played at minstrel shows needs to go. Then fucking get rid of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Declaration of Independence is next.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Also, apparently, this is Robert E. Lee used to say at the end of his speeches, the eyes of the South are upon you. So we got the eyes of Texas are upon you. I mean, the lyrics do seem a little racist. Let's just go over them. The eyes of Texas are upon you all the live long day. The eyes of Texas are upon you. You cannot get away.
Whose perspective is this being written?
Do not think you can escape them at night or in the early morn.
Yeah, that's a posse. They're talking about a posse there.
Yeah. I don't know what they're talking about, but it does seem a little racist.
Till Gabriel blows his horn. That's a Bible reference.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's definitely a Bible
one of the most
reference,
racist characters in the Bible, though.
Yeah,
Okay.
Gabriel was a dick.
There's no one like that guy.
So, but you can't. I mean, are they going to get rid of this?
So it's the fight song.
Doesn't
It's
sound like
tradition. It's tradition at the University of Texas, right? So the football team has started to like get on board with this cancel culture. Like some of the players are getting on with it, like in solidarity with the black players and the people that are offended by it. Great, but the donors of the alumni of Texas are not having this.
The ones
shit.
that have a cute little smile when they're singing it and they're making eye contact with each other because they know what it means.
Right. Those guys.
And I'm not kidding.
Aren't
That's really the case. Go to a UT game.
Aren't they
There's
just
a bit
fucking
of
singing the song of the thing?
Yes,
They are
99.9% of them are. Yeah,
Yes,
of course.
they are just singing
Of course.
the fight song of their football team. It's been a tradition for a long fucking time, and it doesn't affect them, but it does affect some people, and that's why it's like the cancel culture is attacking it. Apparently,
the national anthem came under attack, right? Because there's a verse that is about
Yes,
slavery.
they made a
The third
different
verse-
national anthem.
The third verse is
there's
about
a new
slavery or something.
there's
like
a
that.
new national anthem that they're pushing. It's
I'll
like a
probably
second
get rid of the
version.
verse about slavery. I think you could probably. It's not in the.
Well,
more
nobody
racist than
sings
this.
that as a verse.
No, you don't. But you probably just you can.
Yeah. Well, how do you get rid of it? It's in the fucking original writing.
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. It's history. You can't just erase it.
yeah. I think
Then you're in Fahrenheit
Don't sing it.
1984.
yeah, you look hard
mean,
enough at anything before
we're-
1900, you can find some racism.
Just say this is the bad version. Or this is
You
the
just
updated
change the
version.
song.
Yeah, just change the song.
Let the band play Neck. That could be a good song over there. They can't play it at LSU.
That was censored within 2 years of being created. So I mean,
Well,
that's
I
not
don't-
even.
I'm on the far liberal side of like foul language and stuff being acceptable, but then I'm also extremely on like
but that's
on the like
that's
love-
considered hate speech though now. So it's
calling
not
someone
the-
like a cunt or something like
Well,
that,
like
like
a
sucking
lot of-
dick. That's fine.
a lot of people want to legislate hate speech on the left. So I don't know about that.
But what exactly is the background? Because it's working on the railroad as well, right? That's the.
I don't think if that's the tune. So there are these guys called the Cowboys. I guess they were a group that was at University of Texas, and they performed these minstrel shows where people were in blackface. Just like that's the thing. That's offensive. And this is one of the songs that they performed, and it became the Texas anthem for the fucking university. So that's. Where it's coming. I don't know if anything in the song is actually. I don't know if when they're saying you cannot get away, if they're talking about slaves or anything like that. But that's why it's coming up because these minstrel shows.
You kick it over to the 1894 version, and the lyrics are a little bit questionable.
What are they
I'm trying
saying?
to Google it now.
Well,
didn't
there's just a lot of let's say. Not the language of the person that wrote it.
You know what else is questionable? Another Cuomo thing came out.
Do you
another one? A fourth lady?
A video of him getting handsy with an aide.
Well, anyway, we're running long, so let me just get but like I said, the
the
whole
eyes
thing.
of Cuomo are upon you.
Yeah.
The hands
If
of
you're a cute brunette, hands of
Finish
Cuomo.
that sausage now. Anyway, the donors they're going against this. They're like, if you don't quit it with this cancel culture bullshit, we're not going to donate anymore. One donor a bunch of donors have written the school president saying, knock it off with this shit. He wrote back in October, says, my wife and I have given an endowment in excess of $1 million to athletics. Yeah. This could very easily be rescinded if things don't drastically change around here.
My song at the Black
Has everyone become oblivious of who supports athletics around here? So,
I'll tell you what, you want Trump back, keep pushing cancel culture real hard.
I like to watch the boys run that I paid for.
Yeah, but apparently it's having a huge effect on the school.
Get rid of the black coaches.
It's working. Yeah, exactly. Sam Ellinger was caught in a picture. He's the only one that was doing like the tradition of the fight song with the hook 'em horns because everyone's kind of staying away from it nowadays. So I think it's going to be. Last thing.
It's not going anywhere.
Steve
Sarkisian isn't going anywhere.
Steve Sarkisian, the Texas head coach, said, "I know this much: the Eyes of Texas is our school song. We're going to sing that song. We're going to sing that proudly." So it's staying around as long as he's around.
Sounds similar to the booster.
Yeah, exactly.
Same guy.
So we'll see what happens.
Same group of friends.
Yeah, and that's going to do it for Hard Factor. Hey, the eyes of Hard Factor are upon you.
No. All the live long day.
All the live long day.
Don't think you can get out of here.
Yeah.
All of you not
Is there any
downloading.
doors you can go through?
I guess.
Because I'm going to be blocking them.
So, hey, check out the Irish merch. Sorry.
What do you want them to check out?
Check out the Irish merch. It's green. St. Patty's Day. Check out Pat's nipples on YouTube. Check out our Patreon page, patreon.com/hardfactor for our Hive Hour, our Florida Man Friday episodes, and the Discord and happy hours and all that good shit. But hey, most importantly, have a great fucking day.